Welcome back to Life of a FSO. Wanted to hop on here real quick and talk about the Chiefs season. Yeah, the Chiefs season. So starting off, I want to congratulate everybody that was selected. We're at about week 4 right now. Know y'all going through some things, not understanding what's important, and it seemed like you're scatterbrained right now. Key in on the CPO creed. That's the nugget I'm gonna give you today. Go ahead and read that CPO creed, and it'll give you the answers to everything. Anybody I know that I reached out to, that is one of the nuggets I dropped on them. Pretty much just telling them, hey, read that Chief Creed. Another thing I wanted to talk about, I think this is a misconception, but I am humbled, very humbled to give my perspective on how to make a better package, and it's like my comments go off in the inboxes, and it's like, I'm giving them the motivation. I'm like, look, man, you gotta, you just gotta keep going, make a better package, make board, blah, 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 right? I've never been to a chief board. I can't tell you what happens in the room, right? But I was selected to chief. That's the huge part about that, right? That I want you to key in on. I can give you a perspective, from my perspective of when I was selected. I can only tell you the type of things I was doing as a first class. Not saying that is the go-to. Your go-to, they give you the answers to the test. Baseline is your career ladder. Take your career ladder, take your evaluations, and see if they're meshed together. Because you kind of got to ask yourself, like, did I really put forth a good effort? Did I really check off all these type of things that they want to talk about? Am I performing at the level I need to be performing at, right? Got to start with you, because, you got to want it more than anyone, right? After you do that, seek guidance, right? So to be a chief, again, you're getting perspective from everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of these folks, they just think it's like they're just picking names out of a hat. Well, such and such made it. It's not about what such and such did. If you want it bad enough, you're going to go get the makers. You're going to perform at a level where it's time for you to advance and pay grade. But this is a little different, right? Because we're the only organization that does this. Now, take a look at your package, see where you're deficient, work on that. But the thing is, you got to be early with it, because whatever you're doing right now is going to be on your next evaluation, which is in November. And that's what the board's going to see should you, become board eligible next year. So you're really working in time, right? So if you take that career ladder and just, see where you have things that are missing or you haven't really talked about, because the only way you're really talking to the board is through your evaluations. Ding. So self-reflection is huge. Mentorship is huge. Seek out a mentor. I have many mentors. I still talk to my mentors. I still, I reach out to them all the time when it comes to leadership. And we have these conversations about, anything. With the Navy, the direction is going. I got it. I understand it. You know what I'm saying? You want to hang it up. But the whole thing is, if you're leading and you're consistent, it's going to work out. But you got to put in that work, man. You got to put in that work. Because if you ain't doing it, you can lie on paper. You're just going to get exposed later on. So at the same time, you need to take heed to your ladder. That's a baseline. That's how I take it. Like this is what they're asking you to do. But you got to perform at that level before you get there. So ways you can do that. Get those qualifications that are above your pay grade, like 3M 304. That's LCPO Divo. You start working on that, because you're already operating like you're the chief. You're not a chief yet, but you have these chief type qualifications. There goes another nugget. If you're trying to be a chief, you got to work like one, essentially. So why not get chief quals? If you're standing in the duty section, why not help out the section leader by leading those sailors in evolutions that we got to do? If you're on board a ship and you're not a part of a training team, you need to be leading damage control efforts, or leading ATTT, or leading medical training team, 3M training team, whatever. This is like a blanket statement, because at the end of the day, you're leading your peers, you're leading officers. Hell, you're even leading other chiefs when you're leading duty section training. So you got to look at it like that. If you're not doing that, then you're not really, you're just performing at your pay grade. And that's not where I want you to be at. I want you to perform outside of your pay grade, because the Navy selects based on what? Yeah, your qualifications, the full package, but we don't even know if you're going to be a great chief. So we're selecting off of potential. So if you don't potentially work in that type of, if you're not working to that level, then you can't gauge potential. You know what I'm saying? So take heed to that. If you didn't select this year, feel a way about that. Every year I didn't get selected. I was knocked down 7 times. 7 times I did not get selected. It sucked, because I felt like I was the best CS1 in the fleet. You couldn't tell me anything different, because I know what I was bringing to the table. I know what I was bringing to the team. I know what we were accomplishing. I know everybody around me was advancing. Even chiefs and senior chiefs, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's advancing except for the LPO. And it was weird. But again, I had to reflect. I had to look back and say, am I performing at that level? Nah, I stayed hungry. I kept digging. And digging, doing something different. You know what I'm saying? Learning a new craft, learning a new program, leading that program. At one time I was leading like 3 programs, so again, it's about the hunger. It's not just doing it just to be doing it, but those programs, I had passion about them. Like, a fitness leader, command fitness leader. I did that for like 2 commands, got the NEC, and I'm leading the events. I was a semio. I went to school for semio. I did that on board the baton. I was part of the damage control training team. These are all like encompassing from the moment I got there. Requal, I was on go. So if you ain't on go, nah, you're just gonna be middle of the pack. So again, it's all about the hunger. It's all about what you really want to do. And if you're trying to be a chief, man, no question, you should be leading. Lead. It shouldn't be assistant. It shouldn't be nothing. You're leading it. You know what I'm saying? So that was just the mind frame that I had. And, it all came together. It all came together back in 2022, class of 129. It all came together. So if you haven't looked at your ladder, you don't know what a ladder is, I highly suggest you to pull it up and take a look at it, get some guidance. Should have had a CDB, that should be present, because that's your baseline. That's your base. And that's all I want to say about that one, man. So I can talk about that all day. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm motivated about it. I like seeing sailors that are hungry, and I like getting them, pointing them in the right direction. But like I was talking about earlier, I've never been to a board, so I can't even tell you what happens in the room. But I can tell you how to set yourself up. And if it's something that you want, you know, don't take no days off. There's no days off in that mess. I tell you, like, the Chiefs run the Navy. Don't get it twisted. The Chiefs run the Navy. They make shit happen. I don't like using profanity, but you get my drift. They make shit happen. So if you ain't got that make shit happen type of attitude, and you know, you're comfortable. Because as soon as you put the bangers on, there's no comfort. You know what I'm saying? It's no time it's go time the entire time. And that's it. Back to what I was going on is these weeks that I've been chilling. Pretty much, I took some time off. I think I needed some time off. I'm in school. I'm running a business. You know, 2 LLCs. I got work. I got kids. You know what I'm saying? And in a moment, I just was like, man, I got to take a minute and you know, kind of take some time off for me. So I did that. I'm back in school. Pretty much kind of like took the whole summer off, and now we back to doing what we do, and that's you know, providing some content for you all, and hopefully y'all like the content that's out there. Thank you for everybody that views, you know, checks out my videos and everything like that. We just crossed 40,000 views. That's something to clap it up about, because who knew I would have been, you know, doing stuff like this, you know, back in 2003. It's a thing for me. I like putting on for my rate. I like putting on for the sailors that work for me. And that was essentially what it was all about. But then it be just evolved into something different. So for those that tune in, appreciate you. I really appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for tuning in and carrying forward with this journey. You know, it's a journey. 22 years. August 13th, I crossed 22 years serving in the United States Navy, and that's a feat. That's something. So that's something I can, you know, pat myself on the back about, because I didn't even think I was going to get through 4 years, and here I am again. You know, not even re-enlisting. I took an oath of office to do the job that I'm doing, and I'm enjoying it. You know, I get to affect so many things, and I'm in so many rooms where, you know, I'm affecting sailors' careers, and, you know, I can provide some information to those that have never walked in the enlisted ranks. They don't even understand it. You know what I mean? So there's so many things that I can, you know, speak to, and I'm grateful for it. It's humbling at times. It's a feeling that I can't even explain, that I could be a voice for someone. You know, so that's the thing for me. So it keeps me going. Sailors out there, they're motivating me. Like, it be days I do not want to do anything. Like, I'm in pain, or, you know, it's like going to work and just talking to the sailor that's, you know, doing records, or the sailor that's you know, doing breakouts, you know, just getting their insight and actually learning who they are, and you know, just random conversations, and then it comes up, boom. Why did you come in the Navy? Then they tell me why they came in the Navy. Like, oh, okay, that's what you want to do. All right, I can point you in the right direction on that. This, and that. You in school, you do volunteer work. And at that moment, I'm gauging who the audience is, because some people are there for, they really want that guidance. They really look at you as a leader that they want to emulate. So if you walking that walk, talking that talk, like it's easy, man. It's like this job has to be the easiest job I ever had in my life. The toughest part about this is leaving my kids. But other than that, this is the easiest job, hands down. So, I'm enjoying it. 22 years, we on the road to 30, 8 years left. You know what I'm saying? Unless God lays it on me like, hey, keep going. But I'm counting to 30. So we'll see how that goes. But again, congratulations to everybody that's selected this year. September 16th, I'm going to see my timeline going crazy with a whole lot of, fresh next uniforms popping. All right. So signing out, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.